I'm a newbie to the hunting world, big game hunting that is, but I'm not new to the cooking. To the cooking world. I spend a lot of time in the kitchen actually. So last year I got my first whitetail doe, and so just to show you what I've done with my whitetail is shepherd's pie. We've done some burger patties. We used the Montreal steak spice garlic. It actually turns out really well, and if you actually just turn this into pasta sauce, throw a bit of tomato, a diced tomato or canned tomato in this, amazing for pasta sauce. I've got a bunch of ossobuco. I'll figure out what I'm going to do with those later, but definitely I'll share the recipe with you. But what I wanted to talk to you guys about is, I think it's a piece of the animal that it's not widely used and probably discarded by most hunters, and that is the tongue. Guys, believe me, do not throw your tongue away. If you are going to throw it away, rather send it to me. I've got a lot of use for it. Unfortunately, I started the video a bit later and I wasn't expecting to make a video on this, but I'm going to show you the final product and you'll be amazed at how this recipe has actually turned out. So guys, first step to preparing the tongue. This is the longest preparation step, and that's actually boiling the tongue. Reason being, you won't be able to eat the tongue because it's got a very strong layer on the outside, a very strong skin layer. So what you want to do is boil that tongue for anything from maybe 3 to 3.5 hours, or boil it till that layer of skin literally peels off, and that skin actually becomes white, whether it's beef tongue, sheep or deer tongue. That outer layer is white, and once it peels off, then you know it's ready to eat. So just to kind of give you an idea, what I've done is I've sliced mine up already, fried it with a bit of onion and garlic, and that's the length of a full length of a deer tongue. So I've sliced them to maybe 1 centimeter thick, right? Because I don't want them breaking apart. If you actually eat it as it is, it's actually got a nice buttery flavor. If you don't cook it long enough, it's got a rubbery texture. I don't mind it either, but it actually has a very nice flavor. It's got a bit of fat in it as well. So yeah, it's not a dry piece of meat at all. Then what I did is I braised some onions and garlic in a pan, took them out. Then I fried the sliced up piece of deer tongue in the pan. Now what that did was, by frying it, it left some residue of the tongue or any of the fat at the bottom of the pan. That's actually good. You don't want to scrape that off. After that, I throw in all the diced up tomatoes and just cook it. And what you'll see, some of these darker brown spots in here. Don't know if you can see from the camera. That flavor actually flavors the tomatoes quite a bit. So you want to cook these tomatoes down as much as you can. Reduce the acidity, and just get it as soft as you can. Throw in your onions and garlic, and once that's done, literally just throw your tongue in. Let that cook for maybe a few minutes, and it's good to serve. The only thing I don't have here is a little bit of tomato puree. Now tomato puree is just in a little can. What it does, it gives it a little more color as well, and it just improves the taste too. So not just tomato, you want to get tomato puree. I've also added pepper, salt, and whatever you want to your taste, and it's literally good to serve as it is. Feel free to add a bit of cornstarch to thicken up that gravy too.